I'm told to run to this microphone and say these things because I say them to the camera in the room behind the scenes. So I'll run and tell you. Nor was blackballing bare bones radio broadcasting. Skeleton Nation idiot. No one's watching this anyway, that's my point. Now here we go. Some people who are criminals, well, let's say they sneak and break the law, do it because they think the cops are just as bad or worse. Scum. And the judge. And everything. It's just a scum system. They're all out to get me. They don't give a damn about anybody. Now, because they think that about it, that gives them the ability to stoop as low and live that way, cheating somebody, breaking some law, doing something for either advantage and or grudge. Because they see the system that supposedly scrutinizes all that works. Are you aware of that? That's one of the reasons it gives them the ability to break down the wits in their conscience and go ahead and take advantage of something that you call crime. Because they see the so-called advocate of the good guy worse. So they think there is no advocate and they're just free to do whatever they want. Not so much because they won't get caught, but because there's really no advocate. So why do they have to be one either? They don't. So they won't look and restrict themselves, and not restrict, but duty themselves to live a different life, to live above that. They won't challenge their mind because they think the scrutiny doesn't challenge theirs. Well, I want to remind you something. We draw the line right there. Let's look at that scene and see if that's so. And I have butted my nose into a little bit of that scene, especially the police department. Wow! I was wrong. Eating a lot of crow. I'm finding the crow sweet. You know, when you've been wrong, and the story is better than you thought, do you mind hearing the truth? When you have a sour puddle that you thought was the truth, and you back up and get involved and touch some people and find out that's not the truth, which one do you like, the sour puddle or the truth? And the truth makes you look like a fool in your sour puddle. But pretty soon you start walking out of that sour puddle, eating the truth that makes you look like a fool when you were there. Are you aware of that? It's called crow, and you like it. And you eat all you can get. And you have to stay accurate. Eat crow. You cannot brown nose or pander the situation with it. That is not crow. No, you have to have the truth shove crow down your throat. An accurate, inclusive description. The truth! Seldom do you get it. And I'm not so sure in green that I have it. I'll tell you what I have found. That some of the individuals employed in that police department behind the scenes are priceless. Oh yeah, they are. And have considered quite a few things and are very sensitive about humans' feelings. Everyone's feelings. Good, bad, and indifferent. What a bet. And see most everybody a victim of some kind of misunderstanding somewhere. I'm just trying to put out the fire of it. The misunderstanding and living that's creating all the uproar. I found that to be so. And shocking. And I eat a lot of crow. Because I was accusing the police department falsely, and it didn't do me any good. In fact, it didn't do anybody any good, because now I didn't contribute where I could have. And I always will kind of resent their position, and yet, because it's tattletale. And yet at the same time, when you look at who they tattle to, wow! They're a lot worse. And the police officer doesn't get to tattle to anybody except an idiot. No matter who they tattle to. Right. Well, the judge really isn't an idiot. I think the judge is about as genuine as the police officer. Both of them with their hands tied, surrounded by liars. And the criminal is the dumbest of them. There's some really smart liars surrounding judges and police officers. Yeah, there are. They're certified and official, and they're very positioned, and they're nonprofit piles of malarkey, lying to themselves and spreading that all around the police officer and the judge. Big time. And the higher the education, the more they do it. What a bet. That I have witnessed. Mm-hmm. Passing it on. I was just instructed to come and share that with you. So I did.